everybody. Welcome back. Yes, I said back because we are back with another one, another 3D dad and daughter discussions episode. Yay.
Yay, indeed.
I have been itching to talk about this topic that we're talking about today. Dad, you shared a very interesting video with me
hmm
um, maybe a week or so ago.
hmm
And yeah, I just can you just give me a little bit more background on how you found this video? I know nothing about this girl. Her name is
Indeed.
Breana Giselle, right?
Brianna, Gizelle, I don't know how the YouTube algorithm found her, selected her, and dropped her into my video feed, but they did. And I clicked on it and watched it because it said something along the lines of black women over 30, you need to start settling or something along those lines. We'll tag it underneath here because I don't mind people seeing it so long as they see this in conjunction with it. But in any case, she gave an extended diatribe about the necessity of black women who have reached the age of 30, who are unattached in a long term, satisfactory relationship to just settle for effectively what comes your way or what you have or whatever have you. And
Mhm.
she launches into a litany of reasons and explanations. And I was dying to get your thoughts and feedback on it once you got a chance to watch it and digest what she was feeding to you and to the world. This girl, young woman, is your peer. So I need to get your thoughts on it because this is something that we need to address. I suspect that a lot of women, people who visit with us, are women, and they are probably, at least in that peer group, and
Mhm.
maybe similarly situated. That means not in a relationship. What
Right.
did you think about it?
Well, I do want to go ahead and show the clip for our people to get a feel of what we're talking about. So I'm gonna put it in right here, and then I'll go forward with my thoughts as well.
And how important it is to settle. Everyone's preaching against settling, and it's not what it is. The older you get, you do not get more valuable as a woman. You just don't. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You do not get better with age. Our appearance goes down. Even if we look good for our age, you're still not youthful. You still have to apply more products and do more things to yourself to be attractive with age. The average woman, especially the average woman that has my skin, you're gonna have to settle. It's like our expectations increase with age and we gain more needs with age, yet we expect and think that we're more valuable. We think we deserve better. No, it's no one's responsibility that we accepted BS and less than in our previous experiences. You especially need to be grateful if you're older and someone still wants to desire you, marry you, be with you, pursue you, whatever it is, have a child with you, and raise a family, make anything with you. You should be happy, honestly, because you can't be more picky with age. You just can't. We get used up with age. So where is it that we then think, oh, with all that going on, I'm not gonna settle? No, you need to settle. Just don't understand this pompous attitude as if we as black women aren't already taking so many L's. Like I said, every other race is already killing it over us. Killing it in comparison to us. We're not doing as well. We're just not. We're suffering in all areas and drastically bad. We're the highest in a lot of STD rates. We ain't got no money in mass. And I don't care what you tell me about, oh, who has this and who has that. Most black women ain't got no money. That we're just broke. and we're taking L's. We're not feminine, we're not nice. Our men that could help us are going to other countries, understandably so. Understandably so. They're tired of our crap. A lot of us think that we can be stank and have bad attitudes and not look nice every time we walk out the house. Just the way that we move is just crazy. I want to call it out in advance. We don't need to wait till things are unbearable, can't be done anything about it. It's all over. We can't wait till that. We have to address things while some of us can still be saved. The point is, black men are the only ones that can save us, and a lot of people just walking around acting like they're all good and then wanting somebody to save you later. Like, that's cool and everything, but if you are blessed to be saved, you need to be ready to settle. You need to be ready to settle because they're settling for you too.
I did not like this video.
Hmm.
Um, there were factors and points in the video that I do understand and can say that agree with to a certain degree, and
Hmm.
I'll pinpoint that in a second. But overall, that I was furious the whole time watching this video.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I may hmm, I may not remember clearly, but I know you said that she is a common person that shows up on your feed. I thought I heard you say she's one of your favorites. In my
No,
okay, you did not. Okay,
no, absolutely
so I'm
not.
like, am I missing?
No, no,
I'm like,
ma'am.
there's no way because ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel like there's no other way to look at settling. Like you're settling as a general definition is going for less than what you deserve,
Hmm.
because you feel you can't get what you deserve or desire even. And I think she really needs to be careful about the message that she's delivering to our black women as a whole, but not even just us, the world. Like she's talking about all these L's that we've taken as black women, but boo boo, you're contributing to the L right now. Like
Hmm.
you're pinpointing a laundry list of negatives, in regards to black women. And it
Hmm.
just it was not uplifting at all. The only thing I agreed with her on was the about the women needing to chill out basically about I guess the high standard, too high of a standard they have when it comes down to like a man, what they're able to provide, etc. Immediately
Hmm.
my mind went to um, this viral video that was going around a while back, maybe some months ago, of this girl. And it seemed like it was real, but she was going on a date for the first time. And the guy took her to Cheesecake Factory. And she was putting him on blast like, he brought me here and uh, this is not what I came out here for. I'm all done up. Like, this is what you can do. Like, what?
Oh
Cheesecake Factory
wow.
is a very nice place.
Oh wow. How old was
And
this? How old was this woman?
she looked like she wasn't any, if she was older than me, maybe I'm sorry, maybe 5 to 10 years.
Why do you think that she did that? Why do you think she put that out there like that?
Honestly, for attention, that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. But I don't know any other things that come to mind. I just thought I cringed when I saw it, and I do think that is something that needs to be addressed as well. Like,
Hmm.
you know, if somebody is doing something nice for you that probably the next wouldn't, and not it's just being appreciative or grateful. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, and just you don't be presented a gift and then snap it out of somebody's hand. Like that's just rude. Like,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And what if that
Hmm.
is all he was able to afford? So he's not good enough. At least he's taking you out. So I'm going on a tangent, but this is
Well,
like
that's what this is for tangents.
yes, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I just so that was the only real thing that I could say I agreed with that I can think of off the top of my head, but I really tried to find more positives in it. And I was not thrilled. Like, I know women personally, you know, uh, who have gone so long without being involved with any man. and have done very well for themselves and wound up finding that one that they feel like deserves them. And
Mhm.
my last pointer, that, and then I'll give you the floor, is, oh, excuse me, I have two more pointers.
Make your
um,
points.
I don't really like that she's pushing this narrative like, a woman, black women need a man to save them. That
Hmm.
bothers me.
Hmm.
I don't think that's a good narrative to push. And then, second, I really don't like the mentality of it's either one way or no way. One way is the only
Hmm.
way. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's just not true. It's
Yeah.
it was just super frustrating to watch. But
Hmm.
okay, that's what I have to say for now.
Well, I'm glad that you were off put by the messaging. I'll say this first. I, like you, watched this several times because I really wanted to dig the greater impact that this could have. I obviously do not know her. All I know is what she presents out here to the world. And I cannot say that she doesn't mean well. I don't know her enough to impugn her motives. Okay. And let me just take a quick aside. As all people, but especially black people, when somebody says something that sounds like utterly foolish or
Mhm,
counterproductive,
mhm,
or if it sounds like some coonery or spookatry or, negrosity or whatever, okay,
mhm,
the easiest thing for us to do is to start attacking that person's motives. And
mhm.
we almost never know that person. And that
Never.
is one of those things. It's a reflex that we have, and it's a powerful one because it's like it's a dopamine hit. You know what I mean? Because it feels good. Like, oh, that Uncle Tom motherfucker, or that pick me bitch, or whatever it is. But the problem with that is that we don't know that person. So
Yeah.
we don't know their level of sincerity. They may, on face value, really think that they're doing something helpful.
Mhm.
We can judge their methods, however. Okay. If her motives were good to try to help, black women to live more fulfilling lives and have a healthier perspective,
Mhm,
if that's her motive, that's fine. Her method sucks.
mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm,
Telling someone how desperate they need to be, how hungry they need to be, how thankful they need to be for anyone paying attention to them cannot possibly yield any positive results.
right.
So I hope to God, and it negativity flies way further than any kind of positive message, not just on YouTube, but in
Yeah.
social media and in the world in general. It's
Right.
been like that before electronics made that shit hyperactive. But that shit is very unhealthy. It's toxic on many, many levels, because even though she seemed to acknowledge the fact that, well, somebody's settling for you too. You settle for them, but somebody's settling for you too. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. You know what that really points to? Nobody wants to be settled for.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to feel settled for.
Mhm.
Because as soon as somebody feels settled for, they will settle for being without your ass or stay with you and just treat you real bad. I
Mhm.
think that is a normal human response. It may not be a good one, but I think it's normal.
Yeah.
Um, Now she's a younger person. You're a younger person.
Mhm.
So I can't pawn off the stupidity on youth. But think about the idea of how do you expect a man to respond to you if you're going around talking about, well, I wanted all this, but I settled for this. Huh?
Exactly.
I don't know if she
Exactly.
realizes, but excuse my language, but dicks don't really work like that.
Mm-mm.
They don't. Now, temporarily, it could, because of there's a human tick that we can be turned on by
Mhm.
somebody who repulses us. It's a weird dynamic, but human beings can function like that, but not all the time. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
But if a woman feels like there's somebody else better than the man that she's with, and that man is aware of that, and get the fuck on. Okay. It's like, don't do me no goddamn
Right.
favors and settle for me.
Mhm.
I don't think that that's an opinion that I have. I think that's a pretty universal sentiment.
Yes.
It's probably ugly motherfuckers that feel like that, and good for them. They should feel like that because, looks ain't everything or whatever. Everything matters, but nothing means everything. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope that and black women understand this. Y'all are being attacked psychologically and emotionally from every goddamn direction. Okay, it's
Mhm.
just the nature of the beast. Okay, one thing that y'all have to, and I will give you direct advice here, is don't help those who are attacking your self-esteem, your
Mhm.
self-image. Do not help them. Okay,
Mhm.
they're doing pretty good without your help. But if you start helping them, well, it's just time to settle. The idea of some woman who's just 30 years old saying that is very
Mhm.
dispiriting. It's
Yes, it is.
very dispiriting. I
Yeah.
don't know who she knows or what she's exposed to, but I can tell you this much. When a woman is 30 years old, based on the way things are going now, from a health and wellness standpoint, from a physical fitness standpoint, she is probably a good 10 to 12 years away from her peak attractiveness.
Yep.
Now, you don't have to listen to me. All
Mhm.
you got to do is start Googling, you know, you know, best looking women over 40 and over 50, whatever, and be like, damn, what's
Mhm.
possible now because of how we've learned to take care of ourselves over the years is
Yeah.
astonishing. I would tell that young woman that I've been working in office buildings for decades now. Okay. I can tell you, if you was to walk in any office building in Atlanta and say, okay, I'm gonna find the finest motherfucker in here, the baddest chick in this whole building, right? There is a coin flip chance that the woman that you find is gonna be 40 years old plus. At least a coin
Mhm.
flip. At least.
Mhm. Mhm.
And every now and again, she's gonna be 50. That
Yep.
is the way stuff is in real life. And if you have a struggle mindset,
Yeah.
I'm sliding, I'm getting wrinkles, I need products.
Like,
18-year-olds use
what?
products.
That's what I'm
Dan, you've had
saying.
products since you was a teenage love. It's always products. I don't know what she's talking about.
Girl.
And that just ain't y'all to use products or whatever have you. You think that, some men come out glistening like we do on accident. That takes work. We got products too. Now we might not get taken to the
We got
cleaners like
products
y'all do.
too.
We don't get taken to the cleaners as bad as y'all.
Oh
But
yeah.
there are some men in my life that be surprised that use moisturizers and shit. Now I don't think
Right.
they go to bed with no mask on, but they do
Right.
things to
Uh-huh.
try to beautify
They go
themselves.
a little
Okay,
bit of that extra mile, just a little. Yeah.
whatever it takes. Okay,
Mhm.
whatever it takes. So I would actively discourage all women from that struggle mindset. It isn't healthy. It's not going to put you in a good relationship
No,
because you saying that you settling, what that really means is that you are not going to be
you're not
happy.
happy
You would
at
rather
all.
just have something rather than just be like, okay, I am enough within myself and I'm going to be the best me I can be. And the funny
Exactly.
thing is that when you go that way, amazing things tend to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what's real.
No, that's a fact,
Coming,
baby.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm glad you saw it. A couple of points. If she is encouraging y'all to set aside materialism, that's a good thing.
Hmm.
I can buy into that. That's about as far as I can go as far as endorsements of her message.
Mm.
I would love to have a conversation with that young woman to really, really get to her and be like, okay, if you have the ability to get, 10,000 people to listen, you say something, please say something better than that.
Hmm.
Please tell me that that's not your whole message, that black women are fucked up and broke down and desperate and hungry and thirsty and
Yeah.
dry and everything
And the only
bad.
way we're going to be good at it is if a black man loves us or
Well,
wants us
well,
or
a lot
has
of
us.
men want y'all. This is not slavery days, the Reconstruction days, or, the Roaring Twenties. This ain't none of that. It's wide open
Mm-hmm.
now. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
black women have husbands that don't look like me. Now, they might have wanted a husband that looked like me, but it didn't work out. Somebody walked up that looked like, you know, that a regular ass white dude, but he came correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at a certain point, it's about, okay, you're not selling for anything. You're evolving. I hope that you don't want the same thing at 35 that you want at 25, unless you happen to find that right person and grow with them.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that you don't have the same motherfucking values
Hmm.
after 10 years of growing and developing and learning. My goodness.
I'm just thankful that it wasn't going to be a us disagreeing video because I thought this was going to be a first video where we weren't agreeing on the
Oh,
topic, and we have the exact same. It seems like
yeah.
take from the video, the fact that we both
Mm-hmm.
had that one good takeaway, and
Mm-hmm.
then just But I would love to see that you having a discussion with her. I hope that this reaches a lot of people.
At this point, I don't care. I hope that she wouldn't take this offensively, but that young woman more
Needs.
mature person who's got some goddamn sense. I don't
Yeah.
know who's in her life, but if they have any sense, they have not imparted it to her in that respect.
Hmm.
Because if what she is encouraging y'all to do is become somebody's pet and walking mat so you can have somebody, she's going at this thing wrong. You
Hmm.
cannot really say you love and value yourself when you encourage somebody else to devalue you. And that's what you're doing when
Yeah.
you do all that, oh, worship the ground. Fuck that. I
Yeah.
know what a value I am as a man. I don't expect to be worshipped. And the last time somebody came to me talking that bullshit, it was a fucking disaster. Okay. And
Mhm.
it's intriguing at first for a minute, but it
Yeah.
doesn't. A sane person doesn't hang in for that much longer because it gets very tiresome.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a little gross, quite
Mhm.
frankly.
To be
Um,
frank. Yeah.
if as you are evolving, I would strongly encourage you to focus on connection more than any of that other shit that used to seem like, deal breakers and checklists and all that stuff. If you connect with somebody, if they make you a better version of yourself, I don't give a fuck what else is the picture. I don't care what it is. I don't care what they do for a living. I don't care. If they make you better in every way, you got a connection there and you
Yeah.
feel good. You
Mhm.
feel good.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, the trick with that is only the individual knows what that is. And if they trying to
Exactly.
jive themselves, a lot of themselves, the people close to them are going to know, but it still is up to them and only them. It's
Yeah.
up to them.
Mhm.
But that's it. All that other stuff, oh, fuck that. I mean, it's
No.
that the checklist and my standards and selling,
Yeah.
it's dumb. And I got to ask myself, who are you selling that to? If other women are doing that, then let them do it. Why do you care? Why do you
Right.
care? Honestly,
Right.
because she wasn't speaking in a loving way about her sisters. She
No.
was in full blown body slam mode. We ain't
Yes.
got no money. We got VD. We fat.
Yes.
So
Like
y'all are broke.
what?
You got VD. You fat. You got a bad attitude. You done fucked
Nobody wants
everybody in
us.
the world. Like, so why? And she painted with a very broad brush. So that's and then she's like, I've done some horrible things, baby. Okay, don't nobody
Yeah.
know it unless you tell it. What are you
Right.
doing? Okay, this could go on for a minute. I think we
Okay.
got the point.
Yes.
Anybody telling you to settle is not doing you no favors. Even if they think they are, they ain't.
At
Okay.
all.
But somebody telling you to focus on connecting with someone more
Mhm.
than them being exactly 6'2",
Mhm.
exactly, or make exactly this amount of money or drive exactly this car.
Mhm.
Gotta help you if you're still doing that. But hey, do
Mhm.
your thing. But just know that that thing ain't gonna do you right. Because if
Mhm.
somebody's meeting all them checklists for you, they meet all them checklists for somebody else, and I don't know what. We
Mhm.
still men. Even when we
Yeah.
old men, we still men. Don't fuck up and forget. I'll leave that where it's at.
I think that's a very good stopping point. Thank you, Dad, for bringing that video to my attention. I hope that we get, some good feedback. And if, either way, this is out there for whoever sees it. They need to see it. This is a message that it's important that, like you said, we get it out there. So,
We're recording this in 2024.
mhm,
Somebody could come across this in 2034 and it could save their life. That means it was worth it.
that's a
That
fact.
means it was worth doing.
Yes.
Don't get caught up in all this algorithm shit. Gonna push it. Fuck
Mhm.
that. We
At
are
all.
we are doing our thing and it will benefit somebody. And even if the benefit is us creating a record of our own thoughts for posterity, for sharing
Hmm.
with our own, it's worth doing anyway.
That's
Because
right.
in the end, it's all conversation anyway. That's it. Lucky
That's
for
it.
us, we got good jobs, so we'll be okay. If 10 million people don't watch this, I think we'll be okay anyway.
Yes. Definitely a good ending point, Dave. Well, thank you
Indeed.
guys so much for joining us for another episode. We will see you again next time. Please, please, please let us know what your thoughts are on this. We have our link below of our speak pipeline. So leave us a message, and we're very happy to respond and let you know what our thoughts are as well. Either way it goes, just engage with us. We are very excited for this platform, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.
It's easy to look good when you're in your 20s, your 30s, maybe even in your 40s. But the real flex is pulling that off when you're in your 50s. But the dopest flex is when the 30s and the 40s are being compared to the 50 and 60-year-olds. Amen? But the dopest flex is when you can still pull in the granddaddy, the daddy, and the grandson. So, who's really winning?
Stakes is high. You know them stakes is high.